Okay, we have our house numbers. We got house 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. And then in the middle of the screen, we have all of the people who live in those houses listed, but it's not in order. We got the triplets, we got Samantha, Irma Jean, Bobby, Billy, Keith and Kate, they live together, and Janice. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is read through all of my clues to see if any of the clues are just a given. Sometimes there might be one clue that just plain old tells you who lives in which house, and in this problem, we have that. That's in clue number 3. It says Irma Jean lives at 28. Well, the first thing I've done is I've written my house numbers up at the top of the screen. I'm doing this so I can write down clues to help me remember who might be where, figure out the ones I do know for sure. And I'm going to start with that clue 3 that says Irma Jean lives at 28. So I'm going to go ahead and just write her initials out, E.J. And I'm going to cross her name off the list. I'm also going to cross that clue off because it really doesn't give me any more value. There's no point in me reading it again. Now I'm going to start from the top of my clues and work my way down to see what I can get. So now I'm going to start at the top of my clues and work my way down to see what I can figure out. Now I'm going to use the color blue when I'm writing down anything that I think is unsure of, but I just want to take note of. I'm going to write all my definite answers in red. So the first clue says that Keith and Kate live in an odd number house. So I know that Keith and Kate could live at 27, 29, 31, or 33. Now, I'm not going to cross this clue off because I haven't definitely decided or figured out where Keith and Kate live. So reading this clue again could help me figure it out later. Clue number 2 says the triplets live immediately to the right of Keith and Kate. Well, I know they can't live at house number 28 because we know Irma Jean lives there. So they could live at 30. I'm going to put T for triplets, and they could live at 32. So things are getting narrowed down, but there's still a lot of options for a lot of people. Clue 4 says Billy and Bobby are immediate neighbors to each other. So what I know is Billy and Bobby could be 29 and 30, 30 and 31, 32, 33. They can be any of these except not 27 or 28. I know it can't be 28 because they already told me that Irma Jean is 28. And I know it can't be 27 because then it would be no space for them to be neighbors. So Billy and Bobby are narrowed down to any of these over here. Now, they're a little still unclear because I don't know if Billy is going to be on the left and Bobby's going to be on the right or vice versa. But all I know is Billy and Bobby are going to be somewhere here. Now, when I go to the 5th clue, it says Bobby lives at an even address. Okay, so that helps me narrow that down a little bit. So Bobby is going to either be 30 or 32. But that means Billy can now be at 29 because that would still be neighboring to Bob, 31 or 33. All of those would still be neighboring Bob. Now, when we move on to clue 6, it says a single woman lives at 27 and 33. Well, I know Billy is a boy, and that means Billy and Kate and Keith cannot be at 33. So that clue lets me know that I can erase Kate and Keith and Billy for 33. It also lets me know that I can erase Kate and Keith for 27. So that was a helpful clue because now it lets me realize that Kate and Keith has to be either at 29 or at 31. It also helped narrow down where Billy and Bobby are going to go. But I am going to go ahead and write in the single women, which would now be Janice or Samantha. So we have Janice and we have Samantha and we have Janice and Samantha that have to be either 27 or 33. Now clue 7 says the triplets live on the left of Billy. Well, I put the T for triplets at 30 and I put the T for triplets at 32. Well, it says the triplets have to live on the left of Billy, so I can see that this triplet or potential housing area for the triplets is not on the left of Billy. but this one is. Here's a potential Billy right here. So now, considering all the clues that we've gone through so far and this last one, that clarifies to me that the triplets have to be right here. It lets me know that I can erase Keith and Kate and clarify that Billy is right here at 31. And I also know that Bobby has to be at 32 because remember, one of the older clues, clue number 4, said Billy and Bobby are neighbors to each other. So if I know for sure Billy is 31 and I know the triplets are on the left of Billy, then I know Bobby has to be the one on the right. Now I can erase all the things that are in blue that were undecided or unclear. So I'm going to erase this blue T for triplets. I'm going to erase this blue T for triplets. And I'm going to erase all the Billy and Bobbies that I wrote down when I was trying to figure it out. Now my final clue says 3 houses are between Billy and Janice. Well, Billy is here, and if there are 3 houses between Billy and Janice, I can't go 3 houses to the right because there's only 2 there, but I can go that way to the left. So 3 houses between them would mean there's a house here, and a house here, and then this one has to be Janice. So I'm gonna write her in here, and that clarifies this situation when we had in clue number 6 where it said a single woman lives at 27 and 33. So I'm going to go ahead and erase Janice's name and Sam's name in the blue because I'm for sure Janice is here. And I'm going to write Samantha's name in for 33 because I'm certain that she has to be 33 because clue 6 said a single woman lives at 27 and 33 and she was the only other single woman choice. So by default, for sure, I know that Keith and Kate do belong at house 29. So one thing that I love about problems like these are they really warm your brain up and help you out in solving problems that you may not know how to answer. A lot of times on multiplication type questions, when you're doing math or really any subject, you might know something for sure is an answer, but you often may not know what an answer is, but by process of elimination, you can sort of figure out what your answer should be. So this was a really great question that you could use to help yourself practice using the process of elimination to figure out questions when you don't actually know the answer. Guys, if you could like this video, it would really help me out, and subscribe to my channel because that'll make sure you see more of my math problems of the day. And as always, here's tomorrow's math problem of the day. See if you can solve it before I do. Then head over to supereasymath.com and click on math videos. Once you're there, you can have access to all of my videos where I teach everything in order with notes the way you need it.